Hi, Richard Penfold here again. One of the key elements of my websites are these sort of image messages things, memes or whatever you might call them. They seem to work very well. People seem to like them. They attract clicks, and I guess you're sort of combining a picture paints 1,000 words, and then you're adding a few words just to get your message across, and it's colourful, it's compelling, and it seems to work. So I wanted to show you how I make these sort of easily without using any sort of expensive Photoshop or even the free Gimp program, which is great, but confuses the bejesus out of me. I can use it, but every time I go to use it, I have to sort of go onto YouTube and have a sort of mini refresher course. Whereas what I'm using makes it super easy to use, and as you'll see when I demonstrate it, I am absolutely horrible with these programs. I'm sort of like all fingers and thumbs, and it just doesn't seem to matter. It's sort of intuitive. I can easily undo all the ridiculous mistakes I make, and when I'm trying to do this with something like Gimp, I just get myself in a horrible mess and want to throw the computer out the window. So this is the program I use. Let's go on to it here. It's called. Okay, let me. This was a demo one I was mucking about with. Let me flick back to the actual. It's called Photoscape, and it does have demo videos and things that go with it. These are all the different programs, modules rather, that it's got. I don't know what most of them are. I don't do anything fancy. My objective is literally to get these images built really fast and get out of there unscathed. That's all I'm looking to do. So this is one that I was mucking around with. Let me just see if I can start it fresh. So just to explain, what's in here. So let's just quickly go back. This is the sort of home screen, and you've got the option to look at videos, and it sort of changes as as they update it. It seems to be being updated all the time. So it's a great program for free. I tend to do all my work in the editor. I sometimes make an animated GIF if I'm feeling sort of brave, but most of the time it's simply an editor. And this is the editor tab. So you've got all of these modules up here, and you see that I'm in editor. These are all my files on my computer, so it's sort of super easy to work with. I've got it in. This is me, and then ultimately I've got my desktop, and all these files are under my wealthy affiliate stuff, and they're within images. And within images, I've got the site Rubik's case study. That's all of these files down here. So it's really very very easy to move around, and as you click on the artwork, you get you get the images up, and then you can go crazy with them. So once you've picked an image, and this is my sort of stock image, I'm partial to sunny weather, and particularly partial to a lovely turquoise sea. So this sort of image makes me feel good. So I like to use these sorts of images personally. But it doesn't matter. You can use any image you want. The first thing I'm possibly looking to do is see these tabs here. These are all the different tools that you've got, and again, what I like about it is you just can't do anything wrong. It doesn't go off and confuse me like some of these things do. So you've got Gimp, it's all sort of there. The resize, you can just type in anything you want, and you can. I think that links the aspects, and you can unlink it if you want to sort of distort it. It just seems to make sense when I look at it. I don't know if that's because there's something wrong with me when I look at things like Gimp. Or Photoshop, but this it doesn't have layers or anything fancy like that, which is probably why I find it easy to use. So just to show you, I would encourage you to get it and try it. Obviously, if you've got your own way of manipulating photographs and you're perfectly happy with it, just stick with that. I just couldn't find a quick and easy way of doing it until I found this program. So all I want to do to something like this is I might want to resize it so I can go in there. I might want to add a frame line to it. Yeah, that turns out to be one of these things. Honestly, I don't remember what the buttons do. I just press on them all and see what happens. You know, if you OK it and you, oh no, I don't like that, you can just undo what you've just done. It's so easy. So it's good. Actually, I will have a frame line. I won't have quite as much on it. I'll have a margin as well. I quite like the margin. So I can have white. I can have maybe have a golden or sort of orangey, warm. That looks nice. Yeah, liking that. And then I want to add the images. So you've got all sorts of things here. You can add pictures, you can add all sorts of different things. I would just encourage you to click on the buttons. As I say, I tend to work my way through it by just clicking on everything and seeing if I like it, and if not, I undo it and move on to the next bit. But you know, this is the text, and obviously I've added some text here, and you obviously type in here. It's so easy. You've got all the different font choices here, and the sizes and the colours, so I can change the colour if I want to change the colour. It's it's so simple. Opacity, you got that here. Look at that. Oof, hey. So you can just go crazy with all these different things. I've got an outline going on there which is particularly thick and getting thicker, so I can trim that down. That looks okay. Quite happy with that. You've got all these different other bits here. Well, not sure that I like that. Yeah, there's potential there for that, I guess. But that's my favourite, so I'm going to stick with that. I can have a shadow. Ooh, let's try yeah. I suppose if I increase the shadow, that might. Oh yeah, look at that. So you've got it all going on. I actually prefer it without the shadow. And yeah, so it's really easy. So if you hit OK, you've now put that in the screen, but then you can just hold the mouse down and you can just move it wherever you want it to go. And it's really good. If you want to then edit it again, you just go into it and you think, okay, well, let's do that. Text, let's align it left. Well, it's actually pretty pointless because I've only got one line of text, but you can move it around and do whatever you want. And for me, let's just save it as. It's going to put it in my case study folder with my other images. Let me just I'll demo 2. There we go. That's all saved and job done. I mean, I find it very fast and easy to create this sort of imagery. All of these are created the same way. The stats on my site prove that people like that sort of thing. It seems to certainly seems to elevate your message if you do this. So I hope that helps. It's a great free program. I'll put links to where you can get it underneath the video, and if you've got any questions, please ask away in the comments below. Thank you.